Hey YouTube, I'm here to show my video game finds for May 10th, 2014. Overall, a pretty good week, I would say. Garage sailing on Saturday went alright, not that great, but everything else went really well. So I'll get right into it. Went thrifting quite a bit, and at the Savers, not that much this week compared to last week. Only actually got 3 items, or let's say 4 items. I got 2 video games. For the GameCube, 007 Nightfire for the GameCube, and what I thought was originally Tiger Woods PGA Tour 8 when I grabbed it, but inside was actually Michael Jackson's Experience for the Wii. So those were $3 a piece, and then I got 1 controller, actually 2 controllers, 1 GameCube controller, $4, and another PlayStation 2 controller, I think also $4. So that's pretty much everything I got at Savers. Not as much as last week. I think last week was quite a bit. And then at Salvation Army, they had 50% again, so I went head over there on Friday. Picked up a few games. Seems like the pricing now has increased. I think they're $6, but because it's half price, they worked out to be $3 a piece. So, Twisted Metal 3 for the PlayStation. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Final Fantasy X. And Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And then what is just an empty case. Actually has instructions, but they tossed it in for free. So, like I said, they're originally $6 a piece, so $3 a piece after half off. And then at Goodwill, I went there a few times and I got some items. All after, I would say, garage sailing, I think Saturday. I picked up 2 games. Probably I should not have picked them up. Gyromite for $5, and then this one also $5. Rocket Power Beach Bandits for the GameCube. The only reason why I picked this one up because it had a first-party memory card inside of it, so it was a pretty good deal after that. And then at another Goodwill, it was I think in the middle of the week. I think I got overexcited about this stuff because some of the items I probably should not have picked up. This was the more expensive Goodwill. So for $5 a piece, I picked up a few N64 games. Star Wars Battle for Naboo. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Command and Conquer. And Excitebike 64. Probably for these games I probably should have passed. And then I picked up a few other GameCube and 1 Wii title, which I definitely should not have picked up. They're $6 a piece. The GameCube games, they're all over $10, so, I mean, if you sold them. So, I would say a pretty good deal for $6 a piece. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader. Battalion Wars. I think they're all complete. Yes. Star Fox Adventures. And then the best one out of the bunch, I've never seen this, Killer 7. Really nice condition, too. And then the one game, which is also $6, which I should not have picked up, Dance Dance Revolution for the Wii. Very bad pickup, I would say. So those were all the games at Goodwill, and then at Thrift Town, after I went garage sailing, I picked up a few items, a few games. I think they're originally $4 a piece, somewhere $3 a piece. True Crime Streets of LA, which is worth about $4 or $5, probably should have picked it up. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny. Batman Vengeance in a Blockbuster case again. For some reason they put a huge Blockbuster sticker on the disc now, or before. I take it off, but still got quite a bit of sticker residue. And then finally, The Sims Bustin' Out. I think originally $4, pretty not worth much more than $4. Should have passed on it. And then they had 1 console and a few consoles. I picked up one of the fat PS2s that they had for $25. Came with all the cords, and then came with 2 controllers, 1 black and 1 white controller. So that is pretty much everything thrifting. I did go to the bookstore, which surprisingly is where I got most of my stuff. I'll show you that afterwards, after garage sales. Garage selling, I would say Saturday went alright. A lot of times I showed up late and I asked and they said they were sold out or someone bought them. But also there was an estate sale on Thursday which actually posted that they had video games near my house. So I headed over there before work. And they had pictures as well. So they had Nintendo, original Nintendo, Atari. Apparently this guy had a lot of Nintendo stuff. He must have held it on, kept it, most of it. But the stuff he sold, he had a lot of Nintendo Power stuff. They said, so I got there and there was a Nintendo and Atari sitting there. They were asking $40 for Nintendo and like $70 for Atari. I mean, they had the Power Glove, but they're asking quite a bit. Even with the sensors, they're asking $60, $70. So I passed on all of that while I was walking around and overheard that the person running the estate sale had all the NES cartridges, in her trunk. So she said she was too busy to get them, and so the guy who was talking to her was about to leave, and I was like, you know what, I'll just walk around a little bit, maybe I'll find some games. So eventually I was walking around looking underneath the tables under, they had like a little sheet. They had the games. They're all underneath the games, all there. And I'm going through them one at a time, and eventually the person running the estate sale says, hey, they're over here. And he grabbed the box from my hand and pretty much gives it to the guy who asked for it. So he pretty much grabbed the rest of the games. But I think got the best out of all the games that were there. They're all NES games. They paid $7 a piece. Originally they wanted $10. They had a stack of GameCube games. They wanted $10 a piece, which were all way overpriced. But I thought the games I picked up for NES were pretty good. A few of them probably not good pickups, but most of them were. So for $7 a piece, Adventure Island 2 with instructions. Double Dragon, which I've been really looking for just because I have the case for it finally with instructions. Contra with the manual. Double Dragon 2. Bomberman with the original artwork, which is not even close to what it is now. Probably should have passed on this one. The original Adventure Island. Life Force. Metroid. And finally, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. It also came with instructions, but the wrong instructions. This is for Ghostbusters 2, so I got extra instructions, which I don't need. And then also, like I said, they had Atari. I did pick up one, most of the time, like the peripherals are more expensive than the console, so picked up the keyboard controllers for the Atari. It was $10. So that's pretty much what I got on Thursday, so I was really happy about picking these up. The guy who picked up the rest of them, the games were probably not as good as what I picked up. Pretty much was about to leave until the lady mentioned that I was going through the games. So I guess he should be happy that I found the games, otherwise he would have got nothing. So garage sailing wise, the very first garage sale probably was the best find, and then a lot of misses, a lot of being lates. So I was really happy at the very beginning, but then slowly died down. But still, like I said, overall a really good week. So first place I went there, they didn't have any games. I asked him, and he said he had some just, sitting on his bookshelf that he was doing absolutely nothing with. So he gave them to me for, I think, $25 for the lot of games. Originally he said they only had Xbox 360, but he had a few other titles which were really, really good, I would say. So Left 4 Dead 2 for the Xbox 360. This one's missing instructions. Gears of War 3. Dragon Age 2, which is different than the normal edition, signature edition. And then a limited edition of Gears of War 2. And then the two games that I saw him when he was walking out with the games in his hand, I was really, really excited about were Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition promotional disc. I think this one's missing instructions. I don't even know if it has one. Actually, I have a copy, so I might check. And then the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker for the GameCube. I think this one's also missing instructions. Has some other stuff. Originally, it had actually a GameStop sticker here for $16.99. I took it off. And then the very next garage sale, they said they had games. I showed up late, but they had one, I guess, case left of Turtles 2 Battle Nexus for the game, for the Xbox, which I actually picked up last week, disc only, so this is really good for me. They just tossed it in, obviously, because there's nothing inside. And then the rest of garage selling, I got 2 other games. It did not work out that great, so 3 hours are really not that much. I got 2 copies of Wii Fit. This one was $2 and one was $5, and then the Wii board, balance board, I would say, for $5. I think the balance board was the last find with the Wii Fit. I was really getting desperate. I think it was already 10:30 from when I initially got all that other stuff at 7 o'clock in the morning. So that is pretty much, wait, I missed one other item in between, I guess 9 o'clock or 9:30. I got for $15 a PlayStation. Came with 1 game, I think it's, let me open it up. You Don't Know Jack 2. And it came with 2 controllers, both of them the original PlayStation controller, PlayStation 1, without the analog stick. And finally it came with a power adapter, which is really what I was looking for, because I have 3 or 4 of these downstairs in my garage. I can't test because I don't have the power cord. But luckily at Thrift Town, which I showed you already, the stuff I got at Thrift Town, I actually picked up another power cord, so I got 2, which is really nice. So like I said, that is pretty much everything I got garage selling. I kind of got unlucky, but overall I think the whole week went really well. There's one other item I missed garage selling. I think this was like the 3rd garage sale. Just an N64 controller for $2. Still a pretty good deal because obviously they don't sell N64 controllers at retail store. So the last place I guess I'll show you is the bookstore that I go to. Apparently someone brought in a lot of stuff like recently, because they usually have 1 bookshelf full of video games, but for some reason they overflowed into 2 bookshelves, and they got so much stuff. And a lot of stuff they just decided to put on clearance for either $3 or less. I think everything I'm about to show you is $3. 2 items, one was $2 and one was $1. So, picked up quite a few games. I'll show you real quick. 3 copies of The Fight Lights Out for PlayStation 3, $2 a piece. Pirates of the Caribbean for the Wii, missing the instructions. Another Wii Fit. This is not a mistake, so it is 3 Wii Fits. Smarty Pants for the Wii, missing instructions. I think the clearance items, most of them were missing instructions. Ribbit King, but this one came with both discs, which is nice, but missing instructions. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Another Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I think these were both complete. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Out of all the Vice or Grand Theft Auto for PlayStation, I would say probably pass on Vice City if you're going to sell it. Same with Grand Theft Auto 3. The best one, or the most monetary wise, is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And then a few more games. This one was $1, which is not even, I mean, I'm going to trade this into my used video game store for probably $2. Project Eden for the PlayStation 2. Cabela's North America Adventure for the Wii. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PlayStation 2. Not the Xbox version, but still, I would say pretty uncommon item. I would say it still goes for $15. I know the Xbox version is much more, but still, I mean, you pay $3, you're gonna make money. And then finally, this was $2. Lego Star Wars the video game. Also not very expensive. I think it goes for like $6 on eBay. And then I picked up one game that was not in the clearance section. I'm trying to complete a collection for this, for only PlayStation 2 series I'm actually collecting for. dot.Hack Infection. I think this is the very first dot.Hack. This is part 1. I think I have this, but I don't think I have the 2 discs, because one of the discs is supposed to be anime, and one of them is actually playing one. I would say this case and everything, I would say almost mint condition, so it's going in the collection. And then finally, for $10 a piece, I got 2 controllers for the Wii. The Wii Motion Plus controllers, but they're also / Lego controllers. I guess these are the older versions because it's Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I got 2 of them for $10 a piece because I think they sell like newer versions and it's yellow instead of this black blue type color. So I'm looking around. That is not it. On Monday when I went to the bookstore, when I got half the games, I picked up 2 of these for $20 a piece. Game Boy SP came with the adapter. I'm only actually showing you one. This is AGS 001 because I actually returned the other one because it did not charge. So there's no point in me trying to look for a battery source when I can just get my money back and find it somewhere else. But pretty rough condition on the top, but the inside's always in like perfect condition. So that is everything that I got this week. Like I said, quite a few games. Garage selling went, okay. But, like I say, really nice at the bookstore. So, thanks for watching. And hopefully next week will get better. And we'll see you next week. Later.